Well, hello YouTube family. Welcome back to my channel. It's Cooking with Mona, and we're doing another high carb, low fat meal. Tonight's going to be lentils bolognese, and we're going to use green lentils. Not sure if you can see that. You could use brown, or you could use not red. Was gonna say red, but red would make it too mushy. So really just the green or the brown. And I'm not gonna use oil. I'm going to use, I used a little bit of the vegan protein broth, and I'm gonna add a little water. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have a cup of onions in my Instant Pot. I love it. Instant Pot saves me so much time. So let's go ahead and get that going. We're going to put in my chopped onion. Then I have one stalk of celery. Let's get that in there. I have my Instant Pot on saute. I also have a pot of 4 quarts of water heating up because I'm going to add linguine later on in the recipe. And then I have 2 medium carrots right here. I'm going to let this saute for about 5 minutes. Let me grab a spoon too. Hold on. I hope everybody's doing good. The weather is warming up. Got the spoon. Let's stir all of this together. Now, when you are sauteing without oil, obviously you're going to have quicker evaporation. Looking at my clock, make sure I don't go past about 5 minutes of saute. And when your pot gets dry, add a little bit more water. It's still going to be delicious. You're not even going to miss the oil, I hope. All right, we're going to let this saute for about 5 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, so it has been just about 5 minutes. My onions and carrots and celery are getting translucent. I add just a pinch of salt. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper, so a little salt and pepper on my veggies. And now I'm going to go ahead and add 8 ounces of cream and, how do you say that? Cremini? Cremini mushrooms. I hope I'm saying that right. They look like this. So this is 8 ounces. You could buy them whole and slice them yourself. I like to save time, so I bought them sliced. And then I'm going to add about 4 cloves of minced garlic. And to save on time, I went ahead and just got the ones that were already minced. You can do that too. Somebody might be wondering, like, Mona, seriously, what are you eating during the day? Because my birthday's in a month, just about 65th on the way. Hey, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. During the day, I don't really eat until about 12 o'clock. And then when I do eat, I am eating a big bowl of fruit. Happens to be pineapple, papaya, grapes, or you could do strawberries, apples, what else? Vegetables with hummus, with low-fat hummus. That's always good. A lot of water. So anyway, I'll be back. This is going to saute for about 5 minutes, and then we'll continue on with the recipe. So it's been another 5 minutes, and it's time to continue with my recipe. I am going to add 1/3 a cup of this cooking wine. This is red cooking wine. I prefer to use that. You can use real wine if you want to. I'm going to add it into my pot. It's still on saute mode. Smelling really good. And I'm just going to let you know that if you have any of the tasty little brown pieces at the bottom, just use that wine to kind of scrape it up. You just don't want to lose that yumminess in the recipe. So now we're going to go ahead and add the lentils. I'm going to turn off my pot right now because we're done sauteing. And I'm going to add in my 1 cup of green lentils on top of the veggies. In her recipe on Pinterest, she actually says to put the tomato paste in right with the red wine. But in reading the comments, I found out that a lot of people who did that got the burn notice. So I thought, let me just take the recommendation and do it later. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab a cup of water. It calls for 3/4 cup, but I'm gonna add a little bit more so I don't get the burn notice. Excuse me while I run to the sink. Okay, I've got my cup of water. I'm gonna throw that in there. I also have 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes. I'm gonna add that. Use my little brush to get all of that out. And oh yeah, so back to what I eat for a day. So yeah, I don't eat, I do a 15-hour fast, intermittent fasting. I think that's rather popular today in today's times. Just to give my body a chance to detox after the night before. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Let me just use a smaller spoon to dip it out. It's really good to give our bodies a break after sleeping and eating what we did the night before. And then gives it a nice cleansing. So then I break my fast with fruit. When I was telling you guys that I start with fruit in the morning at about noon as my first meal because it kind of alkalizes your body. And if you have a body that's mostly acidic, it is a breeding ground for disease. So I try my best, I'm not perfect, to go ahead and put as much alkalizing food in my body as I can. Okay, so that was the tomato paste. I'm gonna go ahead and put my seasonings in there. 1 bay leaf. It calls for 1 teaspoon of thyme and a couple of oregano. So let me just add that in there. If you'd rather, you can just use Italian seasoning and forget the thyme. It's up to you. Seasonings are personal. So just a little bit of the thyme. Later at the end of the recipe, I'm gonna top it, add a little bit of balsamic vinegar. I'm not gonna do it right now. Oh, by the way, don't stir the ingredients right now. Here goes my oregano, everybody. That was a bit of information I got from reading the comments on the Pinterest page for this recipe. And if I could figure out how to add in the name of the lady on Pinterest, I will, so you can have this recipe. And at this point, I'm just gonna add just a touch more salt, not much, just a little of my garlic powder and garlic powder. You can always adjust your seasonings once it's done cooking. And a little bit of pepper. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my lid on, vent my pot, and this is gonna be for 20 minutes. So I put it on manual. Everybody has a different type of Instant Pot. So just follow your instructions. It's set for 20 minutes. Hey, so here's the final product. My lentils bolognese over some linguine. I put a little parsley on it. I cooked it for an extra 10 minutes because I needed the lentils to be a little more tender. You go and judge it for yourself on how tender you want your lentils. It didn't burn, so putting the tomato product on top, that's good. That's a good thing to do. If you're vegan, you can add some, I am plant-based, vegan. I don't have any though. You can add some Parmesan, vegan Parmesan. And I'm just gonna pair it with a little mixed salad. Yeah, mixed greens, tomatoes, a little bit of avocado, and mushrooms and carrots. Yeah, do your own thing with your salad. All right, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm about to eat good. See you next time.